terrorist shot dead by unknown gunmen. Now, terrorist Hamza Burhan sustains a multiple gunshot wounds. Sources now confirm to Republic that Hamza Burhan's death in this attack by unknown assailants. It took place in Muzaffarabad in Pakistan. Now, one of the most wanted terrorists in Pakistan has now been eliminated by unknown gunmen. This is what sources have confirmed to Republic. Now, the crucial takeaway is that he was one of the masterminds of the Pulwama attack that was carried out by PoK-based terrorists in India. And now he has been gunned down by unknown assailants in Pakistan. Unknown gunmen, in fact, attacked him in Muzaffarabad. And this is what sources have confirmed to Republic, that the mastermind of the Pulwama attack has now been gunned down in Pakistan. He was one of the most wanted terrorists in Pakistan who's now been eliminated in this gun attack by unknown assailants. Now, this is what Republic, in fact, is breaking at the moment, where sources have confirmed that it was a fatal attack that took place against this mastermind of the Pulwama attack. In fact, we are also fetching visuals of the mastermind of the Pulwama attack, who's now been gunned down in Pakistan. Now, he's one of the most wanted terrorists in the country, and now he's been gunned down by unknown assailants. In fact, sources to Republic have confirmed that it was indeed a fatal attack by these unknown gunmen that took place in Pakistan's Muzaffarabad. And now this mastermind, the man who plotted the Pulwama attack against Indians, the attack carried out by PoK-based terrorists, has now been gunned down in Pakistan. In fact, we are getting some more developments in this case. Now, one of the PoK's most wanted terrorists has now been gunned down in the country by unknown gunmen, and sources have now confirmed to Republic that he sustained multiple gunshots, in fact, and has now been killed in this attack. It was a fatal attack that took place in Pakistan's Muzaffarabad, and one of the masterminds of the Pulwama attack and one of the most wanted terrorists in Pakistan now gunned down by unknown gunmen in the country. Now, this is what Republic is fetching for you at the moment. Sources confirming this attack and the fact that it was indeed a fatal attack. There were several gunshots fired, and he has now been killed in this attack carried out by unknown assailants in Pakistan's Muzaffarabad. All right, viewers, we're looking at breaking news coming in at this moment. Pulwama attack mastermind has now been gunned down in Pakistan by unknown assailants. This attack, in fact, took place in Muzaffarabad. He was one of the most wanted terrorists. He was part of the red list in the country, and now he's been gunned down in the country, in fact, by unknown assailants. Now, remember the big takeaway as far as New Delhi is concerned. He was one of the mastermind. He was the one who plotted the Pulwama attack against India, the attack carried out by PoK-based terrorists. And now the mastermind, the plotter behind the Pulwama attack, has now been gunned down in the country, in fact. Now, this has been reported from Pakistan's Muzaffarabad, where unknown assailants gunned down this man. And in fact, sources have confirmed to Republic that this was a fatal attack. He sustained multiple gunshots, which eventually killed him on this side. It's a big Republic breaking, coming to light. The Pulwama attack mastermind, the Pulwama attack plotter, has now been killed in an attack in Pakistan, Muzaffarabad. It was the unknown gunman who took him down in Pakistan. Now, in fact, sources have confirmed to Republic that he was shot dead in PoK. And this attack took place by unknown gunmen who shot him down. And the big takeaway for us New Delhi is concerned is that he was the plotter, he was the mastermind behind the Pulwama attack in India, and now he's been gunned down by unknown assailants in Pakistan. In fact, we're fetching visuals for you of the mastermind as well on your screen right now. The Pulwama attack plotter gunned down by the unknown assailants in Pakistan. Now, terrorist Hamza Burhan, in fact, has been shot dead On your screen, we're getting you visuals of a terrorist, Hamza Burhan, who's now been shot dead, killed by unknown assailants in Pakistan's Muzaffarabad. It's a big win as far as Pulwama attack plotters are concerned. Now he's been killed by unknown assailants, in fact, in the country. The attack was reported in Muzaffarabad in PoK. This is where the plotter of the Pulwama attack, Hamza Burhan, a Pakistani terrorist, one of the most wanted terrorists, in fact, from the country, has now been killed. Now, he was, in fact, involved in recruiting youngsters and training them to carry out terror operations. All right, my colleague Niranjan also joins with more details on this. Niranjan, what do we know about the killing of this plotter and the mastermind of the Pulwama attack so far?
Well, Ishita, the initial details coming in. Let me tell you that we have a confirmation from our team of reporters in the national capital. We've got this confirmed that one of the masterminds of the Pulwama attack, where our CRPF personnel were targeted in an IED attack. We lost over 20 soldiers of the CRPF in that attack. And the mastermind of that attack, Hamza, the Pakistani handler, who's also one of the world's most wanted terrorists, here has been eliminated. Details of his elimination are unknown, but the first few details we've picked up, he has been eliminated in Muzaffarabad. Muzaffarabad is in PoK, or Pakistan-Occupied Kashmir. He's been allegedly shot dead by unknown gunmen. Unknown gunmen. Now, who has killed him, nobody knows, but he's been eliminated. And if he has been eliminated, it is a big win for India, because we have been looking for Hamza. He goes by different aliases. Hamza Adnan. He's been, on the run. He's been hiding in Pakistan, and we are hearing that he has been shot dead. Now, there are very few pictures available. He liked to pose as a teacher, but he's believed to have been one of the masterminds of the Pulwama attack. One of the faces, you would have seen his face feature in the investigations post the Pulwama attack. And there are different reports, in fact, that claim that he has been eliminated in Muzaffarabad, PoK. Now, these are details coming in. Hamza Burhan is his name. He's been shot dead in Pakistan, and he was shot dead in Pakistan's Muzaffarabad region, according to the initial details that we are picking up. Hamza Burhan, attacked by unknown gunmen, and he was hit by several bullets. From whatever details we've picked up, this is what we know. And he reportedly succumbed to bullet injuries during the attack that took place. Now, Muzaffarabad is in PoK, and he was reportedly hiding in PoK for the last few years after the Pulwama attack. And there is no official word from Pakistan, like there hasn't been no official word from Pakistan each time there has been an attack on terrorists who are on Pakistani soil, because Pakistan does not acknowledge that they are terrorists in the first place. But we have confirmation now coming in that Hamza Burhan, who's believed to be one of the key masterminds of the Pulwama attack, the IED attack that took place, has been eliminated. He was linked to the Pulwama attack. Now, very few details that we have so far about where, what and how. Muzaffarabad, we are hearing, is where he was killed. Killed by bullet wounds. Major General G.D. Bakshi is also joining us on the phone line. Major General Bakshi, we are hearing that one of the key masterminds of the Pulwama attack, the handlers from Pakistan called Burhan Adnan, one of the Hamza Burhan goes by different aliases, has been shot dead in PoK by whom we refer to as unknown gunmen. These unknown gunmen are on a spree in Pakistan. General Bakshi, who are these unknown gunmen and how are they doing such a great job?
You know, these unknown gunmen, Pakistan is a slum full of gangsters and warlords, and they have their own access to grind. And they are busy eliminating these scoundrels. Amongst themselves, they have so many scores to settle. And for the rest, we can watch Dhurandhar.
Okay, I just lost the line there with Major General Bakshi. We'll try and get him live. I'll go across to Zeenat. Zeenat, what do we know about this Hamza Burhan? Hamza Burhan goes by different aliases. You've covered the Pulwama attack very closely. What do we know about this Hamza Burhan?
Ranjan, we need to understand that the Pakistan has been behind this very attack in which the 40 CRPF soldiers lost their life in 2019 in February when there was a car-laden explosive that took place. With the result, the convoy was hit, and there were also the local involvement. But if you go through the FIRs and the charge sheet that was presented in the court of law, that clearly mentioned that the Pakistan handlers were watching this very attack live, and there have been the traces and the links, the tentacles that had come from the Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the Muzaffarabad, which is the den of Pakistani as well as the terrorists who have managed to infiltrate from this very place and reach to Pakistan, and they have been handling the affairs in Jammu and Kashmir through their through the network in the Kashmir Valley. So one such person who has now been eliminated in Muzaffarabad is nothing new, because we have been seeing the kind of attacks that Pakistan, where the Pakistan attacks that took place in Pakistan, and the culture of these terrorists getting killed in Pakistan itself is a known fact. Because when you see in Pakistan terror machinery or in the terror, then whenever someone tries to emerge or becomes a threat to the Pakistan establishment, because Pakistan all together is being run by Pakistan army, so whenever they see a threat coming, they try to eliminate. So he's not the one terrorist or the first one getting killed by the unknown gunmen, because unknown gunmen culture has also been in the Kashmir Valley in Jammu and Kashmir for many decades, when the political leaders were targeted, or even those who have been the part of the pro-India policy, they were killed, and the police would register them in their FIRs as the unknown gunmen. And the unknown gunmen still could not get uncovered by the Jammu and Kashmir police or any establishment, the political establishment in Jammu and Kashmir. So the same kind of culture that we see in Pakistan, in Muzaffarabad, that have the links in Turkey, where the terrorism is emerging. Because when you see the Pakistan establishment, the ISI or the Pak army, they have been holding multiple meetings in Turkey. With the result, the people who have been visiting Turkey from the Kashmir Valley has always been on the radar. So one who is being eliminated here has a link as far as the Pulwama attack is concerned, because this was one of the deadliest attacks that was carried by the Pakistan, and the Pakistan sponsored terrorism and the terrorists in the Kashmir Valley. And since then, we have been seeing the Prime Minister Modi and the government machinery has taken a very stringent steps as far as to isolate Pakistan at the World Forum. Today, the man getting eliminated, it's more like to see that those who have been rubbing the shoulders with the Pak corridors, Pak powers, they have been eliminated. And how many more such numbers will be eliminated? How many more tentacles will come out? That only the time will tell. But yes, the one who has been eliminated had the links as far as the Pulwama terror attack of 2019 February is concerned. And it had happened in South Kashmir. It was on the highway when the convoy coming from the Jammu were targeted by, that was a car-laden explosive. And the one who carried that attack, the Sajjad Wagh, who had come from the Marhama, he was eliminated by the DIG South Kashmir, then Altaf Khan and his team. And I remember that IG Pani was taking care of that operation then. So that was a bigger achievement for the government of India, for the Jammu and Kashmir police then. But now the tentacles, as we know from the very beginning when that attack took place, that the mastermind was somewhere in the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir in Muzaffarabad, where they were watching this dreaded terror attack on live. And now the people getting eliminated, that tells you that Pakistan is really fed up with the loyalists that who were there. But now it seems the space has been taken over by the other people, and that is why we see the numbers getting eliminated.
Yes. Yes, and increasingly we have seen that such eliminations are increasing, are becoming more frequent in Pakistan. More gang wars, is it? I mean, gang wars. Is that what it's called in Pakistan?
See, Niranjan, if you go through the chronology of the Pakistan in the recent past also, the many of the terrorists who were either in the mosque, they were praying, they were outside their home, and they were bumped by the unknown gunman, because it becomes very easy to tag something or someone with the unknown gunman. That means that your file always remains in the limbo as far as the unknown gunman culture is concerned. We have seen that gunman culture in the Kashmir Valley, and still continues as we see. But as of now, we see for the last couple of years, the situation has turned peaceful, although We have recently witnessed one of the Delhi dreaded blasts in which again the Kashmiri people were influenced and they were radicalized by where again the PoK element, Turkey element, and the elements from outside, from the different states of the country was also witnessed. But overall, we see in the Kashmir Valley that Pakistan is losing somehow ground because the number of the local recruits, which has come down to single digits. If you go back a couple of years back, there had been the multiple operations where the number was reduced and the locals who were taking part in these operations, now they are desisting from the terrorism. With the result, it has reached to the single digit. That tells you the policies on the ground, the developmental or the future opportunities that is being given by the government of India, and also the kind of policies that are being implemented by the Ministry of Home Affairs. That tells you that no more Pakistan in the Kashmir, because now as far as the separatist element is concerned, for the last 6 years, they are behind the bars. So many cases, the ED is there, NIA is there, and so many other agencies are also keeping a watch as far as the Kashmir is concerned, because ultimately it was always the Pakistan who would try to disturb or who would try to keep the pot boiling as far as the Kashmir is concerned, and through their policies, the way they would radicalize the youth. We have seen the stone pelting for n number of years. We have seen the people getting injured, the pellet guns being used, people losing their lives. There have been multiple injuries, but definitely that has come to a grinding
All right, so
halt.
Zeenat, this has been the trajectory with the way unknown gunmen have been going on a killing spree in Pakistan, in fact, due to the gang wars that exist in the country. But big takeaway, now the mastermind of the Pulwama attack is now dead. Thanks, Zeenat, for joining us. And viewers, now we are slipping into a very short